What's going on to everybody in the chat? As you can see, I'm definitely on time today. I'm not being slack today. I'm up. Unlike last time when I was sleeping, y'all lost the whole hour, but we made up for it. But we on time today. I'm rested. To anybody out there listening. What's up, Ashen? What's going on, Marlon? You said Marlon is spooky in here. Oh, because you're looking at that picture. There's a reason why I chose that picture. I always like to choose imagery that goes well with whatever I'm about to discuss. But I'm going to wait for a couple more people to get in here, and we're going to go ahead and get started. This probably won't be that long of a stream. But I'm just waiting for more people to come in. What's going on, Nia? And make sure, if you have not done so already, to go ahead and share the stream on your various social media platforms, especially if you have a Twitter account. I already shared the link onto my page, so those of you who follow me on there should have already been notified. That's why I say y'all need to follow me on these pages. Oh, Ashton, you said you see where I'm going with this? Yeah. Like I said, I always like to have the imagery go with whatever I'm about to discuss. Oh, and see, we definitely going. It's going to be a very good discussion, and it's actually going to be pretty good. Not only for myself as a content creator, but also for those of you who are spectators and are commenters on the stuff that I discuss. But not only what I talk about, but also with other people. And then it actually, believe it or not, this topic may actually have affected you, even off of YouTube. But we're gonna get into that. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to come in, and we're going to get into it. But you know what? I'm actually going to start it off by telling you a couple stories of stuff that happened at my job. Like, I always remember, like, I kept saying, like, a while ago, I will always, like, start off my stream with a story that happened at my job, because there's always stories happening at the place that I work at. And I have a couple of them today. Some of them actually happened recently, as in this week, and some of them happened a couple weeks ago, but I can remember what actually happened. So basically, well, one in particular is when I was working a hockey game. You know how, like, at various events you'll have someone coming around and they're carrying the bucket that has the beer in it with it, and, you know, so people don't have to get out of their seats and go and get it themselves. Well, it was a person who was working in that particular position, and this person was African. They were African. I could tell by their accent. And let's just say he should have had a job where he did not have to have his hands above his head, because he just did not like, apparently, wearing deodorant. Well, I'm telling you, when he had to come by my section holding the bucket above his head, all I got was a whiff of this very raunchy smell that was so intense. It was like smelling a ghost pepper. It almost singed my nose hairs. Like, I was almost short one of my 5 senses. Like, the smell was that horrible. I'm not even making this up. And in that arena, you smell all types of different things, between people's perfumes, cologne, soap, food, drinks. But that one right there, because it came right past my face, it was just, oh my God. Terrible. That's one story. Now, this other story, I think it happened at the same event. So sometimes whenever a particular person scores a goal, a lot of people get excited, because I work on the 400 level. And in my section, they love to, like, whenever they score a goal, they like to throw popcorn. Never has been an issue. But apparently it was one issue for one individual, because they got so mad, because apparently this must have been their first time actually actually being at this type of environment like that when I saw that person turn around and make one of those looks, I automatically knew something was about to pop off for real. And we had to go and get security. And let me just say, one of my supervisors, I'd never seen them run so fast in my life when that happened. Luckily, it wasn't beer. If it was beer, I could see why this person would have been upset. Because like popcorn, like that's really nothing major. But if it was a beer, then I could understand, because that's a liquid and it's something that will smell. And if you was to get pulled over, then the cops are going to think you were drinking. And you probably weren't even drinking that night. Now, the other incident happened at a basketball game. Now, mind you, all the stuff I'm telling you happened within the last week. So this one happened at a basketball event. I was working on the 100 level this time. And I was standing there talking, having conversations with two of the security guards that were there. And I just kind of happened to look over in the middle of our conversation down lower in the rows. And I saw 4 women going at it. 3 of them were together. And one of them was with her boyfriend. And apparently the story goes is that the one sitting behind the 3 women, they couldn't see because one of the girls that was up there, she kept dancing and she couldn't see. And I think she was trying to tell her to sit down because she couldn't see. And I think the other one was trying to get smart with her and decided to keep doing it anyway. And then that's when they started to argue with each other and stuff like that. And I could hear them all the way at the top where I was standing at. Mind you, where I was positioned at was not directly above them, but above and beside. And I could still hear them. That's how loud they were over all those people. They were that loud. And then all of a sudden, I saw a cup be thrown that had something in it. Then the girl with the boyfriend tried to get at her. And then all of a sudden, the girl who was the one who had something thrown at her, all I saw was spit come right out of her mouth. She spit at the one who threw the cup at her. Now, I don't think it landed because I saw it come out of her mouth and it looked like it landed on the seat. But she spit at her. Then I told security who was there with me, I said, yeah, y'all better go over there now and handle that, because I said, if you don't get over there now, it's going to be intense. And luckily her boyfriend was there, because if not, that fight right there could have made the news. Lucky Lloyd. And by the way, the incident that happened with the girls fighting, those were not white women. Those were actually 4 black women at this basketball game. Just thought I should throw that in there. Now, the one at the hockey game, the 2 ones fighting with the popcorn, those were white guys. Now, the last one, this one was a funny one, but he tried to finesse it. This too happened, I think, at that same basketball game where you had, okay, so basically what happens is you have the people come in and they want to, go to their seats. Their tickets are on the phone for the most part. So this guy's going to come up to me with his ticket. And I guess that was him with his girlfriend. And he had the ticket zoomed in all the way where only I could see the seat and probably the row. And then I looked at it. I said, what section are you in? And then he said, and when he said, I said, zoom the ticket all the way out. And then he all the way up on the 400 level. I said, sir, you got to go up. You got to go all the way up. This guy tried to finesse himself down to that 100 level like I was brand new to this job. Mind you, I've been working at this job for now over 6 years. Try that on somebody who's been working there for maybe 6 minutes, and you might have been able to be successful. He tried to finesse his way down to that 100 level. And I was standing right there with security when he was doing it. And then I don't think security caught on to it. And I said, this guy tried to finesse his way down to the 100 level and thought he was going to get to those levels. I'm like, even if you was to get down there, you wouldn't have got far, because I'm sure you would have ended up in somebody else's seat and you would have had to move anyway. But he tried to play it off like, oh, he didn't see it. Okay. But those are my JOB stories for the week. Like I said, all of that stuff happened in the last week. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it started into this into the real reason why we are here. And that's discussing the topic of shadow banning. Now, this is a topic that I have talked about mainly, I think, on Twitter. I think I might have mentioned it in a community tab, but I never did a video about it. But I know, I just have a feeling for a fact that this is definitely affecting my channel, but not only my channel, but other people's channels as well who talk about the stuff that we talk about. Exactly, Solo Dolo. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. The more likes this stream gets, the more viewers it gets, just so y'all know. And this actually is going to play into the whole shadow banning thing as well. So you're probably wondering, what is shadow banning? Well, I pulled it up on my phone. Shadow banning is the act of blocking or partially blocking a user or their content from an online community such that it will not be readily apparent to the user that they have been banned. I'm going to read it again. Shadow banning is the act of blocking or partially blocking a user or their content from an online community such that it will not be readily apparent to the user that they have been banned. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, the image that I got out that I have on this page, that's from the Shadow Realm. Shout out to all my Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there. Yes, I used to watch the show back in the day, and I used to collect the cards, and I used to play the game. Don't debate me on this. I truly believe it was better than Pokemon. Shout out to you, Solo Dolo. He says they are shadow banning your channel just like PBT. Yes, I truly believe they are. But basically, like the definition says, it blocks people's content from being available without the content creator even knowing. So basically what they'll do is they'll push down your content all the way down to the lowest part of the pile, that even one, that you don't know that it's happening, and number two, your subscribers don't know that it's happening. You could be talking about a major topic and it won't get as many views as, say, someone else who may have less subscribers. It's even some cases where people who might have less subscribers than me can get more views on a particular video than I do. And I have over 28,000 subscribers. And I'm going to get on that too. Now, mind you, it says right here, I have 63 viewers right now on this stream. Well, at least it says that on Streamlabs. And on my page, it says 66. But I have 28,000 plus subscribers. But basically, that's what it is. Located said, mean like I've been for the last 2 years. Possibly. But this is basically what shadow banning is. They will take your content and they will bury it all the way down so no one can see it. And the one reason why I'm doing this stream is because one of my subscribers, and I believe it was Sun God Sis, and shout out to them, has sent me a comment under a video that I recently did. And they said, Torian, I went to go comment on a video, and when I clicked on your page, my subscribe button was unclicked. So, and I said, there's no way I could do it, because as a content creator, I can't go to someone's page and say you're unsubscribed. The most I can do to you is block you. This person wasn't blocked. So YouTube went and unsubscribed this person from my page. And I know who this person is. This person is always on commenting. And they said they unsubscribed me. I remember when I was losing subscribers like crazy at one time. And I'm like back in April of last year. And I sent an email to YouTube, and I'm surprised. Well, actually not an email, but more like a, I guess you could say a, one of those little live messages, whatever it is that they do. And what happened was they kept trying to give me this big runaround and was saying, well, it's not us that's doing it. But I said, then who is? Who's making me lose like 10, maybe 50 subscribers a day? Like, I was losing that many subscribers a day starting in April. I think that's when the shadow banning actually began, was in April of last year. Because up to that month, and I can just go ahead and just, like, you know, be real with y'all right now. Up until March of last year, or maybe up to April of last year, especially in the month of March. March was a very, very good month for me growth wise. I had gained over 1,000 subscribers in the month of March. My take home from Google AdSense for the month of March was over $1,000. It was almost $1,300, which was the most I had ever made from AdSense. Fast forward to April, all of that took a hit. My growth just stopped out of nowhere. I was stuck at like 26,000 for the longest time. It just stopped out of nowhere, like towards the end of April. Then in May, it got worse. That's when I started to see the subscribers fall off in a huge way. As a matter of fact, the fact that I only have 69 live viewers right now, when I should have well over 100 at this point, is another way I know I'm being shadow banned, because they're not sending out the notifications. That's why I keep telling people, y'all need to follow me on Twitter and have the notifications turned on, because everybody who follows me on Twitter and turns their notifications on Twitter gets them. No matter if it's a regular tweet that I post or if it's a tweet that I'm posting to lead you into a stream like I'm doing right now. And remember, YouTube had what did they do? They hired all of those people, like 10,000 people, I guess it was, and said that, to, I guess, filter out something. It didn't, whatever it was, it made absolutely no sense. And I guess that was supposed to alleviate the issue, but it really did. In my opinion, I didn't see any changes. To me, I didn't see any changes. And then, like I said, the growth, it's like, how do you go from having all of this growth where I gain like 1,000 subscribers in a month to it drops down to me gaining or struggling to even get maybe even 100 subscribers probably a day? Like, they did something to my channel. Someone over there at the headquarters did something. I would not be surprised if I'm on some kind of a list over there. Me and a host and a gang of others. Now, something else that I realize now is because I have the YouTube what's his name? This app is called the YouTube Studio app. And basically I have it where I can turn all the notifications on, where I can see every comment that comes through. Now, at one point, because I didn't have that app, I couldn't see all of the comments that was put out there. And so I have that, and now I can see everything that comes through. Now, a lot of people will say that their comments got deleted and everything like that. That's because YouTube has now gotten now to the people who leave comments, because it's certain trigger words now that if you put out there, they will delete the comment. Coon is one of them. So if you leave the comment with coon in it, you would have to type it where if you want to like make it where people understand what you're saying, you would have to say C00N instead of COON. If you even type that word coon one time in a sentence, they'll delete it. They'll delete it the minute that you post it. And the reason why I know this is because the comments will come through. I'll click on it, maybe to like it or to reply to it, and it'll say this comment is no longer available. They snatch it up just that quick. Their algorithm picks up on words like coon like that. So if any of you have left a comment on my channel and said the word coon in there, it's gone. It's some other words in there too, but I know that one for sure. They have a lot of words that are blocked from being used on their site now. It was also at a point where the content creator was in control of what words they could put into a list of what words they want to be blocked. But now it seems like I think they may have gotten rid of that and they control it. Exactly, Melody. You said in the live stream it's gone immediately. Exactly, because it's still a part of their system. So that's how they can ban. That's how they kind of shadow ban the people who leave comments as well. Now, like I said, shadow banning can happen on any platform. It can happen on Instagram. It can happen on Facebook. It can happen on Twitter. But on YouTube is where it is the most popular. And like I said in the comments, not in the comment, like I just said at the beginning of the video when I was stating the definition, it says they can shadow ban you and you don't even know it. They're not going to tell you that. I would not get an email from YouTube saying your channel has been shadow banned. You'll know a shadow ban when you realize that the views are off. Like you can get maybe thousands of views here and then get hundreds something here. Like for instance, the videos that I do about the melanated excellence, like, for example, the one I did today about the brothers starting their distillery. That video is probably going to take a few days to get to 1,000 if it even makes it. Because it's not considered popular. See, YouTube is moving in the direction where everything is supposed to be trendy. Notice they have a trending page now, right? I would never end up on that trending page. Mainly because I believe I am shadow banned. And two, I don't sit and talk about what's trendy all the time. Or like major trendy things. I don't do like celebrity news and everything like that unless they have done some off the wall BS, and then I'll address it if it just happens to involve a celebrity like D Wade and all of his mess. But I'm not like a Lovely T or someone like that who does celebrity news every day, all day. So my stuff won't really get out there. Or when, like I said, when I do those melanated excellence videos, like business owners and, good feel good stories like that, that's not popular. Anything that's not popular by lamestream media would not be popular on YouTube, because YouTube is trying to go into the lamestream market. That's where they're headed. Why do you think a lot of celebrities now are on YouTube? I talked about this in my a few live streams ago when I was talking about the Hollywood invasion of YouTube, or how the Hollywood is gentrifying YouTube. Artress Campbell says, can they shadow ban subscribers? I'm sure they can shadow ban subscribers. Like I said, it's certain words. Like if you was to type a comment and it had the word coon in it, it'll delete it immediately. And you may not know that it's gone until you go back there and try to see if your comment is there, and it's not there. And I have to put this out here because a lot of people will think that the content creator, being myself, is deleting these comments, and it's not me. It's YouTube deleting it. Omar Gray, appreciate you. It's funny they don't look at the N-word as hate speech. Well, you got a point there. I can't argue with that. And T, you said, I love Lovely T and Tasha K, but celebrity stories get every minute gets tired and boring. Well, see, that's the thing. We live in a world that's very superficial, so there's an audience for that. As long as there's an audience for that, you're good. But there's an audience, like I said, there's an audience for everything. But when it comes to stuff like that, their audience is bigger because people love to be entertained. Now, one of my subscribers did tell me yesterday that the video I did about Dwayne Wade and the situation going on with his son, someone said that when they typed it into the search, they said my video was number 4 on the page. Now, I highly doubt that it was the trending page, but I guess it was number 4 as far as people talking about it, as popularity wise, as far as talking about that topic. At that time, that kind of caught me by surprise. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty high for that particular discussion. Ashley said, Phil from the ADNC, which it used to be the Advise Network. I mean, the Advise Show has a celebrity YouTube. Yeah, he has a channel that's dedicated just to celebrity news, and he keeps that separate from basically his black, I guess you can say B1 topics, which is not a bad thing because he doesn't want to mix it up. He has like he's creating two audiences, which is actually very smart, and he has the following to do both. So I can't even knock him for that. But yeah, like the shadow banning thing is real. Like I said, when some I'm sure some of you have been unsubscribed from my channel, and like I said, I can't go to your page and click on a button that says, like for instance, Stephanie, I can't go to your page and there's a button that says, do you want to unsubscribe this person from your channel? That's no option. The only thing I could do to you is either report your page as spam or block you. That's the only power I have. The unsubscribing thing, that's on YouTube's end. That also plays into the shadow banning thing of them removing subscribers. Like, I'll never forget one time, I think in one day I had gained like 30 subscribers in one day. I came back the next day and like 15 of them were gone. But then YouTube will have me assuming that it's that maybe those were spam accounts or something like that. And that's another thing. They'll lie to you and tell you that it's a spam account subscribing to you. And it may not be a spam account. It could be, but 9 times out of 10, it may not be. But they'll remove that person from your page. That is part of the shadow banning as well, because when you get a lot of subscribers like that, what's happening? You're breaking through their algorithm. And that thing is, in order to beat the shadow ban, you have to break through their algorithm. And one thing that they are trying to not do is have that happen. See, unless you are a content creator, you really wouldn't know what all of this really means and how all of this plays. And what it is they're trying to discourage people and to move people either off of YouTube, or they're trying to move people into a certain direction on YouTube. Yes, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. But yeah, that's why I say follow me on Twitter. Have your notifications turned on there, and then make sure that that way you can see them. That way you can get notified that I've been, or that I'm streaming, or that I'm posting a new video. And then when you get it, share it with your page. That way it can spread to others. Exactly. Solo Dolo says PBT uses Twitter as his rally point. That's one thing. Do y'all want to know how Professor Black Truth was able to come back and bounce back heavy every time he lost the channel? Because his subscribers followed him on Twitter. A shout out to you, Solo Dolo. It says, don't let it bother you too much and keep. Oh, it's not bothering me at all. It's really not bothering me because I know what the deal is. I know what it is. And so the thing is, also it plays with the money as well. See, the less views you get to your channel, the less likely they'll put ads on your video. They're only going to put ads on videos that they think is going to get views. And if they can lessen the views, that's less likely they'll put an ad there. And then if they do put an ad there, it's a stipulation. You have to have 1,000 views in order for the ad to activate. So if you don't get the views to get to 1,000, then the ad may not activate. If you have to put it under, if it has to be reviewed. That's one thing I got from Professor Black Truth. When he created his Twitter page, people flocked to it. Jason Black has a Twitter page. People flocked to it. Tariq Nasheed has a Twitter page, and he got verified. Flocked to it. And that is how they maintain their audiences on multiple platforms. So if Professor Black Truth loses a page, let me tell you something. When Professor Black Truth lost his last page before the recent one, I think he had made it up to maybe close to or maybe over 50,000, which he said was the highest he ever got on YouTube before they took it down. He created this new one. He's almost at 40,000. And he created the new one just a couple months ago. He's almost at 40,000 now because his subscribers followed him on Twitter. When he told them that, they did it. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, follow me there. I keep saying it over and over again. The reason why I'm saying this is because of two things. One, you'll get the notification on Twitter because those notifications work. Two, if God forbid something happens to my channel, if I create a new one, you'll know. Now, say I didn't have a Twitter account. I created a new YouTube channel. Y'all be like, where did Torian go? Then y'all have to scramble to try and find me. And then if I have people there, I can have some people do the legwork for me or help do the legwork for me to promote that I have a new channel or to promote I posted a new video. Are we seeing how this is working here? Teamwork makes the dream work. And I think Solo Dolo was posting my link to my Twitter account in here. If he is, shout out to you. Now, I know some of you have said you can't create a Twitter account because Twitter has continuously banned you. Trust me, I've been there. Well, not to the point where I had to create a whole new account, but I have had hour bans, like, banned for 12 hours, 8 hours and stuff like that. But that's not all of you. Some of you have never had a Twitter account a day in your life. Solo Dolo is posting my Twitter account info right there in the chat. If you have not followed me already, please do so. And after you click follow, there's going to be some buttons that pop up onto the left side of that follow button. Click the one with the bell and it has a plus sign on it. And then you'll be good to go. Because like I said, every time I post a new video or my stream or whatever, Twitter is the first social media platform that I posted on. Also, sometimes I will post the premiere video before it airs or before it premieres in the community tab. Check that as well. Have the reminder set. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but YouTube, because I upload 4 videos a day. YouTube only sends, to my knowledge, out 3 notifications a day. So that means if they notify you, they're only going to notify you for the first 3 videos that I upload, and they will not notify you for that 8 p.m. premiere video. Another reason why I said to follow me on Twitter. Because I know what they're doing. Shout out to all of those who are now following me. Like I said, the shadow banning thing is real. And the way I know my notifications work on Twitter is because of the amount of likes and retweets that I can get probably within 30 minutes of me posting something. I've made tweets that have gotten maybe over 500 likes and maybe over 400 retweets at a time. Because see, what happens is the reason why I like Twitter so much, even though it has its issues, is that it's a constant in real time motion, like in time. Think of it as a runaway train. Once it's out there, it's out there. Once you put something out there on Twitter and it even gets one retweet, it has now gone from your timeline to someone else's timeline. Imagine getting 500 likes and 400 retweets. That means it has been shared 400 plus times, which means way more than 400 people have seen it, and it has been liked by over 500 people. And that helps to push it out there. Basically, it's like an algorithm. So imagine if this stream I have up right here got shared or retweeted 400 plus times. It would be way more than 91 people in here. Like, I'm giving y'all a rundown of why Twitter is like why I keep telling y'all to go over there. I said, even if I'm the only person over there that you follow, and like I said, it's a real fast moving social media platform. A lot of people said that they don't know how to use Twitter. Trust me, it's very easy. It's like talking, how can I put it? It's like, I'm talking to you right now. Just imagine you're talking, but you're using it through text. And Twitter came a long way because at one point you could only use 40 characters. Now you got 200, was it 140 or I think it's 140. But it used to be 40, so your tweets used to be very limited to what you could say. But even on Twitter can shadow ban you. I don't know how, because I've never been shadow banned on Twitter, so I can't really go too deep into that. But I've heard that people said they've gotten shadow banned on Twitter. I can only speak on YouTube because I know they have affected my channel over here. See, a perfect example. 69 Candles and Flames, Daughter of Zion, said the notification said this live just started, and I've been live for the last almost 40 minutes, and she's just now getting the notification. See what I mean? But if you followed me on Twitter, you would have got it instantly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm glad you wrote that comment. We have been in here for almost 40 minutes and she just got notified. Almost half an hour into the stream. And I know she's not lying because there's been times when when YouTube has sent me notifications for people who have done videos like maybe days ago, and I'm looking at it like, wait a minute, why am I just now getting notified that you did a video or from days ago? And I'm thinking that they sent me the notification for a video you just uploaded, but you uploaded it. What's today's date? The 12th. They uploaded something on the 10th. Tina Thomas said the same thing. She just got it. See what I mean? This is exactly what I'm talking about. But y'all also have to like the stuff too. Like when you come in, that's why I say whenever you come into a stream, the first thing y'all should do, especially for my premiere videos, is like it. Before y'all comment, let's make this a routine. Before you type anything in any chat, especially my premiere videos, make sure y'all like it before y'all come in there. But like I said, if you had followed me on Twitter, if you're following me, you would have got that notification instantly the minute that it was shared from Streamlabs to my Twitter account, because I have my Streamlabs linked to my Twitter account. So the minute that I click go live, it gets shared immediately straight to my Twitter account. Immediately. But I'm glad people are giving us evidence showing that this actually is a real thing, that this actually is happening. Albert said, I didn't get a notification. I just happened to look at my subscription video. See, and Albert Bird, he didn't even get notified. Is your bell clicked? Okay, I got a question. How many of you who are subscribed to me right now have the bell clicked for YouTube? I'm not talking about Twitter. How many of you in here right now have the bell clicked for YouTube and you have it set to all? You'll know it's all when the bell is grayed out and it has those two lines coming from both sides of the bell. How many of you have that clicked and y'all still don't get notified? Okay, I see Black Magic, Solo Dolo, TKO into Life, RJ, okay. So y'all pretty much all have your bells clicked and you have it set to all, and you still don't get notified. Goes back to the shadow banning thing. Now, like I said, I have 28,000 plus subscribers. Something is just not adding up. I know I'm not the crazy one. I know y'all aren't either. Like, this is not all in our head. When YouTube first rolled out the notification system with the bell, that thing worked flawlessly. Like, it always worked. Always worked. And I know it did because it reflected on my original channel. Like, I could put out a video and probably crack like maybe 3,000 views on a particular video in a day. Now it takes me a couple days just to get to that, depending on what I'm talking about. But they want to make all these changes to their system. And when you look at it, it's like, okay, why are you changing this? Why aren't you focusing on what needs to be fixed? Like, y'all work on worrying about like small stuff that is like irrelevant. Worry about fixing your notification system first and stop unsubscribing people from people's channels. Like, we don't know that's what you're doing. But see, they're trying to make YouTube this whole family friendly whatever, but want to install or indoctrinate the whole COPA thing with the kid. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. And TKO into Light said, I set a reminder that says when I'm gonna go live, and it still doesn't notify. See? Exactly what I'm talking about. Black News says, I was blocked on Lisa C live streams and my comments, and I posted would show on my screen, but not on the replay, and it didn't show on my second phone. See, and that goes back to what someone was saying. Can people who are just subscribers and not content creators get shadow banned too? Yes, because YouTube can pick you up into their algorithm, especially if you're a person that constantly comments on their videos. Then they'll remember who you are. I'm just reading the comments right now. Let's see here. Yes, he says they are trying to suppress the truth. Yeah, you're right about that. You are so right about that. Let's see, YouTube. Oh yeah, like Nubian, we talked about that. YouTube is removing comments. Like I said, if you type in certain words, they will remove it. Like I said, coon is one of them. That's why if you're gonna type the word coon in the comment section, you have to type a C00N. I don't know if Grinch is still in here, but if y'all got his book, or if you've heard him talk, he's always talked about the word strag. That word strag has gotten banned on YouTube. And the way that I know that it has is because whenever I do a video called Strag Tales, those videos always never get monetized. But if I was to delete that video and re-upload it with a different title, it would get monetized. That word, ever since I did the Strag Tales series, none of those videos got monetized. Not one of them. Because of that word. And that word got popular about less than a year ago. And just that fast, YouTube picked up on its on its connotation. And mind you, Grinch is a very small YouTuber. He doesn't have a big following. But because the word got floated around so much and YouTube picked up on what it is. And mind you, the word actually ended up in Urban Dictionary. So it got published somewhere and it got put in a book. If you put the word strag in the title, the video will not get monetized unless I go in there and probably edit the word down and maybe put the @ symbol in there where the A is. Then it'll throw them off and it might get monetized. But other than that, if I type in STRAGGTALES like that, it will not get monetized. Just letting y'all be aware. And I wouldn't be surprised if you was to type the word strag into the comment section, that might get removed as well. If you type it like that without editing it down. Why do you think a lot of people who upload videos and they put certain words in their titles, they edit it out by putting a symbol in front of it? Like they may put an asterisk or they may put the @ symbol, they may put a hashtag, but you still know what they're saying. It's so that the video doesn't get demonetized. But also, for instance, if I was to do a video about, say, bestiality, I could not put the word bestiality in the title. I will get a strike, a community guideline strike, if I put the word bestiality in the title. Which is why if I do a video about that, I have to come up with a creative title about it that does not include the words bestiality. Solo though, he said palm colors on Urban Dictionary. Oh, wow. Wow. Solo Dolo. Y'all, listen. I just went to Urban Dictionary and I kid you not, I typed in palm colored and it says palm colored, a white person. The term was coined by Torian Rain. And it was posted September 25th, 2019. That is crazy. I did not know that. I did not know that. Oh my God. I'm about to screenshot this and I'm going to post it on the community tab. I did not know this. And it was posted on September 25th, 2019. Wow. That is crazy. Yo, Solo though, shout out to you for telling me that, because I did not know. I never thought to look it up either. That is crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna post it up on Twitter and on the community tab. That means somebody out there is watching my stuff and they put me on Urban Dictionary. That's wild. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. But you want to know what's so crazy? If I was to actually put the words palm colored into the title, the whole word, it will get monetized. Like, it throws them off their scent. Now, if I was to put just a straight up white guy, white woman, white whoever, they might not monetize it. Remember that video I did about Heidi Klum and how she was trying to say calling her a white woman with some kind of a slur? I said, you will nah. He must be AK Sour God, because I honestly did not know that was up there until I was just informed like about 5 minutes ago. Well, one thing I did want to make sure is that that my name was next to it. So, and it was, and I just posted it up on my community tab, so it's up there now if y'all want to see it. Auntie said, "Congrats to Torin for inventing a new word for the so-called high IQ." That's wild. I cannot believe it. This kind of actually brightened my day a little bit, because I did not know it was posted on the 25th of September. I don't know. Alan Ellis 810. I don't know who created Urban Dictionary. Ashton, I don't know if I can show it on here, but like I said, I just posted it up on my Twitter account. If y'all follow me on Twitter and have the notification on, you've already seen it. And it's already had 1 retweet and like 7 likes so far, and I just posted it like less than a minute ago. That lets you know how fast those notifications are. Rap God, I know they still putting out that. I did a video about it. About HBO, they're still gonna put it out there. Just another hit piece and whatnot. But that's wild. Shout out to you, Solo Dolo, because I would never have known that if you did not say anything. But Black Cherry, you better find a way to get on there. TKO and To Life said it's like winning an Urban Oscar. You right, Black News. I do come up with so many terminologies. I'm just shocked that one actually was on there. Yeah, I do remember that rap guy. I do remember that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably go ahead and end the stream on this note. It ended on a high note, an unexpected note at that. Like I said, I just wanted to come on here and just briefly talk to y'all what shadow banning was, because many of you may have heard the terminology before but never knew what it was. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and briefly talk to y'all about that. I told y'all in the beginning it wasn't going to be a long stream. It didn't need to be. But I'm glad that y'all came out and y'all watched. For those of you who did get the notifications, and like I said, make sure that you are following me on Twitter and have the notifications on, because those notifications do work, unlike the one on this platform here. And I will definitely be talking to you all. Well, you'll be listening, because I won't be talking because I'm not going to be live. In the next set of videos to come there. Oh, I'm going to leave y'all off with this one. I wasn't going to say nothing, but you will be getting 2 back-to-back Petty Pendergrass videos tomorrow. So stay tuned for the 9 a.m. upload as well as the 12 p.m. upload. I'm not going to tell you who they are. You probably won't even be able to guess who they are. And I'm going to leave it at that. But just stay tuned, because you'll be getting 2 of them tomorrow. And I know how much y'all love those videos. I love making them. But I'm going to leave it off on that note. Y'all have a good night. And I will talk to you all in the next one.